G'day guys, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Yeah, pretty quiet week on the racetrack with Geelong being abandoned. We ended up taking MINYINGA down to Cranbourne on a bog heavy track, and yeah, she ran her usual honest race, but we just didn't get through that really heavy ground, but she was honest nevertheless. Last week was quiet, and this week will be really busy. We'll head off to Pakenham tonight with the two brothers, Aloof and Hums. They should run pretty honest race, so I think Aloof will be pretty hard to beat, I would think. On Friday night, we take Betatari to Cranbourne, 1200 metres 64, so that's obviously a step up in grade from Horsham, but yeah, he was pretty impressive there. Winning, yeah, he'll jump out and be pretty positive early, and yeah, I expect a usual honest showing from Betatari. On Saturday, we make the trip up to Wodonga with yeah, a few older sort of horses. Chopsticks, he resumes. He'll kick off in 1100 metre 0 to 58. So yeah, that's his grade. He's won first up before, so yeah, he seems to be going as well as ever. So yeah, I expect a pretty honest run from him. Cool World, yeah, freshened him up and changed his trading around a bit. Yeah, he's a horse that was probably just going through the motions a bit, but yeah, changed his feed around, which yeah, seems to have sparked him up a bit, and yeah, expect a pretty improved performance at Wodonga. Then we take little Lorenzetti to Wodonga as well. Yeah, he's pretty disappointing the other day, I thought, up at stall. Yeah, and again, but then he did pull up with a bit of an odd blood count. So we've treated that, and yeah, I think we're back on top of him, and I expect a much improved performance from him at Wodonga on Saturday. On Sunday, we go deep into the Western Districts to Casterton with probably the informed horse of the stable, young Douro. He's put a couple together now. He couldn't get near him his first few starts of his prep, but since the blinkers have gone on, they're struggling to get past him. So I expect another honest performance from him, and there's no reason why he couldn't win 3 this prep. On Sunday also, we take Mannza. He's horribly disappointing there at the other day, first up. But yeah, he did have a legitimate excuse. He pulled up with a bit of an old blood count, and he didn't want to race that aggressively. He sort of wanted to have a look around. So we've changed his training around and made him that bit more aggressive. We'll probably yeah, kick him out of the gates and be pretty forward on him, and take luck out of the equation, and yeah, give him the best chance of running a really honest race over 1400. Prince Ziggy, he goes to the Casterton Cup. Yeah, he's had a good break between runs. He's been up for a long time, so he's probably just taking that little bit more to get over his runs. But yeah, his work here today was yeah, as good as he's worked in probably the 18 months he's been in work. So yeah, there's no reason why he won't be super competitive at Casterton on Sunday. 2,000 metres Country Cup. That's his grade and distance. So yeah, I expect him to be honest as always and tough it right out. On Tuesday, we'll take the one horse up to Moe, Mutanaaseq. Yeah, he's probably a pretty consistent horse, just without winning. But last start, that was well below par for him. So he's a horse that just sort of seems to be happy just to go through the motions and just do what he has to do. So we haven't really galloped him here at the farm. We've sort of kept him really fresh and well, and just done a lot of work on the treadmill and a lot of short, sharp work. So hopefully that keeps the freshness in him, and yeah, we can expect a much improved performance. And yeah, certainly if he races up to his best, I certainly think he can win at Moe on Tuesday. G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This horse is, he's probably got the strangest name in the stable, and that is SQUIBBLY DIBBLY. He's a horse that we actually had originally as a young horse, and yeah, showed us enough ability here at the farm, and the owner sort of wanted to get him trained in Melbourne and see if they could get the best out of him in Melbourne. Unfortunately, he ran on the synthetic track at Geelong, and yeah, didn't really handle that, and so the owner put him up for sale, and we've actually he made his way back here to the farm. So he's his first prep here back with us at the farm. He's had a nice jump out. He probably just knocked up that little bit right at the top of the hill. So he'll have another one next week, and then he'll be ready to rock and roll back to a 3-year-old sort of 1,000 metre, 1,100 metre maiden, and yeah, I expect a pretty forward showing from him. That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it was good to get DYLAN Dunn, a good senior rider, to come down during the week. He did a few jump outs here at the farm on sort of a few horses resuming, so it was good to get his opinion on those horses and how they're tracking along. Obviously had a good success with Dylan in the past, so yeah, it was always value his opinion. Got a bit of building going on around the farm at the moment, so yeah, stay tuned on the video next week to see what's been happening. As for the runners this week, yeah, got Prince Ziggy in the Casterton Cup. Yeah, super excited to take him up there along with the other runners, which over the weekend, which will all be genuine chances. Until next week, see you later. That's it for another week. Sorry. That's a good senior rider who we've had a lot of success with in the previous.